Welcome back to the highs and lows of X's and O's, the podcast where we explore the mental game of athletes, the strategies that elevate them, and the lessons we can all apply to our own lives. I'm your host, Dr. C, and this week's mental cheat code is a topic that's become a secret weapon on high performers across sports, businesses, and life in general. That mental cheat code is meditation. Now I know, when you hear meditation, some of you might picture someone just sitting cross-legged in a mountaintop or looking at the lake and just completely in a Zen state. But meditation is so much more, and it's more accessible and practical than that. And the best part, it's proven to enhance performance in every domain of performance. Today's episode, I'm going to break down how meditation will level up your game as an ultimate mental cheat code in every aspect of your performance. First, let's break down the science of meditation. Meditation has been around for thousands of years, but science has only recently begun to understand its true impact on the brain. When you meditate, you're not just sitting still. You're literally training your brain. You're changing the neurons in your brain to respond differently. It's amazing. It's not just finding quietness. There's actual science going on and growth happening in your mind. Studies have shown that meditation can increase the gray matter density in areas of the brain linked to your memory, focus, and emotional regulation. This also helps with complex thinking, decision-making, and attention. So let's break this down of what it means in an athletic domain. Think about it like this. Just like lifting weight strengthens your muscles, meditating strengthens your mind. The research shows that regular meditation can improve your focus, reduce stress, and even enhance resilience. And all of those are critical in performing our best. For athletes in particular, meditation helps in three key areas: improving focus, managing stress, and recovering faster. So I'm going to break down all three of those areas and dive a little bit deeper about why meditation is an ultimate mental cheat code. So when we look at meditation for focus, how often have a coach or a teacher or someone said to you, stay in the moment, focus on the next play, that next play mindset? Shoot, I think even I have said that to you before in one of our cheat codes or episodes about the next play and the right now mindset. It's easy for us to say this, but it's so much harder to actually do, especially in high pressure situations. This is where meditation can help you. Meditation teaches you to direct your attention, which also helps you develop laser-like focus, or we call a direct focus task. Let's imagine you're a basketball player and you're taking a free throw, or maybe you're a golfer and you're about to go up for a putt. You know that in those moments, any small distraction has the potential to throw you off your game. This is where the mindfulness practice of meditation, like focusing on your breath, can really help you. By training your mind, you can create an ability to center yourself, to ground you, and essentially you're giving yourself a skill that can be called upon during these high stressful situations. Studies with athletes who meditate consistently have found that they perform better in high pressure situations. Why? Because they're better able to block out distractions and focus solely on what's in front of them in that moment, that right now mindset. So while it's not easy to say, hey, just focus, just lock in, what is easier, what becomes easier is when we learn how to meditate and we're meditating outside of those high pressure situations. So then we can use a tool to access it quicker and get us locked in. Let's dive into meditation for stress management. This is the second area that is key to our mental cheat code of how meditation can assist our performance. Meditation doesn't eliminate stress, but it changes how you respond to it. And I always say we need to respond versus react. Think of it like this. When you meditate, you're building a buffer between yourself and the stress response. So when things go a little bit sideways, or you're making a couple mistakes, your brain's a little off, you're just feeling a little bit funky, maybe you miss a shot or you drop that pass. If we practice meditation, if we're working through this, you're likely to refocus quicker, and we're likely not to spiral. We're likely not to go down a negative self-talk or negative self-doubt or inability to focus and pay attention if we're utilizing meditation as a mental cheat code. So it allows you to make a mistake and bounce back quicker and handle those things faster. This calmness comes in clutch for athletes dealing with high-stake games or competitions. And most of us know our minds can make any game or competition a high stake because we never want to lose. Meditation activates what we call the parasympathetic nervous system, essentially your body's relaxation response. I kind of like to think about it when we're in a high state of stress and we take that big deep breath. We're sending the paramedics to come help us feel calm and manage those emotions a little better. What this does is it allows us to slow our heart rate, lowers our blood pressure, and it reduces stress hormones so you can recover from intense situations way faster. For those of you who've tried it, even 5 to 10 minutes a day, can make a huge difference. I always say 5 minute mind is where we need to go. It's almost like an on and off switch in our mind that says like the fight or flight reaction. So utilizing meditation, even in a small dose of 5 minutes a day, will allow you to stay grounded and make better choices in high pressure situations. And all of my athletes, all of my executives, all of us in life have experienced a high pressure situation, or we've made a situation in our mind high pressure and high stakes. I'm telling you, if you practice meditation, if you utilize the breath control, if you allow yourself to activate that on and off switch, that parasympathetic system, you will respond in a more calmer, clear way, and you will enhance the performance on the next thing that you do. The last area that we're going to talk about is meditation for recovery. And this is what I love to aspect. And this is why I love this mental cheat code, because it's not just pre-performance or performance. It's all three aspects of our domain of performance. The recovery aspect is so essential for our performers to bounce back, to come back online, to think clearer, for their bodies to feel good. And meditation also has an impact on recovery. We all know how crucial rest and recovery are to peak performance. Meditation doesn't just help you on the field in those high performance situations or in preparation performance, but it aids in a quicker recovery in the off field. The meditation practice, especially those that focus on the deep breathing and visualization, can speed up the physical recovery by calming the body and reducing muscle tension. There's so many athletes that utilize meditation to visualize their muscle tissue healing and reducing pain, which can accelerate their recovery time. When I've had injured athletes or even just athletes that have this sore body and have been training really hard, I love to utilize a mindfulness meditation that does a whole body scan and kind of pays attention to their cues and where their body's feeling and adding tension and then relaxing and allowing their body to heal faster and feel calmer and have a sense of lightness in that. So it's very intentional, the different aspects of meditation that you can do. By relaxing the body, meditation promotes better sleep quality, which is a key for muscle repair and mental clarity and overall resiliency. So when you're thinking about your meditation, I want you to be very intentional of when are you using it? How are you using it? And what is the best avenue for you to ultimately elevate your game? And so I want to dive into how we can activate this mental cheat code and give you a few tips on how you can get started today. First, meditation doesn't have to be complicated. We don't have to think that our brains have to be completely still and silent and have no thoughts. In fact, oftentimes you will have thoughts, and we call this noticing. And it's okay to sit there in this place and just notice and become aware of what the thoughts are. And when you dive deeper into the meditation practice, beyond just noticing, you can actually do stuff with those thoughts. You can release them. You can hold on to them and use them as fuel. You can turn that into a visualization. It's very essential that the first aspect of even beginning meditation is just to start small, just to actually start and try. It's why I always say, let's just do a 5 minute mind. 5 minutes a day can make a significant difference if you're consistent. And here are a few practical ways on how you can start to incorporate this into your daily routine or weekly routine. First is just the breath awareness. So when you're beginning to act in meditation, really focusing on your breath. Just take a few minutes focusing on breathing, inhaling deeply through that diaphragm, slowly exhaling. For me, it takes about 3 breath cycles for me to actually start to feel my body sink into the place that I'm sitting. I often encourage my athletes or performers to count while they're breathing because sometimes our mind wanders. And this is a great thing to keep your brain on track of breathing in. And you count 1, 2, 3, and then exhale 1, 2, 3. Breathing is the first essential way to just center yourself, to calm yourself, to activate that parasympathetic system to say, hey, we need to calm down right now. And even if you only have 1 to 2 minutes before a game or practice, this is a beautiful tool just to help you lock in. And you will find the best time if you utilize a full meditation before you go out to play, if you use a quick breath cycle, 1, 2, 3, in between skills or in between downs or in between a line shift. Or if we're using it for a recovery strategy to help you fall asleep at night. Focusing on that breath is an internal cue to just say, hey, let's just calm down for a minute. Let's be centered. Let's be in this place. The next aspect to help you in meditation while you're first learning and going into this, or even as a useful tool, is guided meditation apps. My 8-year-old is probably the sweetest little empath I have, and she is obsessed with meditation and mindfulness. And she asks every night to listen to meditation and meditate before she falls asleep. And so I've just simply gone to YouTube and I've found like a 5-minute or an 8-minute meditation for kids. And she is asleep within 3 to 7 minutes. And I get really excited as a mom who's a sports psychologist who's like instilling this practice for her, but also that she's just loving it and seeing how it regulates her and allows her to fall asleep faster into a deep sleep. And it allows her to wake up with more clarity and confidence, and she can go conquer the day. So guided meditations are great. You maybe have heard of Headspace, Calm, Insight Timer. If you have an Aura Ring, there's stuff on the app, or simply YouTube can pull it up and you can allow yourself to get in that space. When you have a guided meditation, it allows for a more tailored focus and stress relief and allows you to fall asleep faster. So utilizing it before you go to sleep at night is a really great bedtime routine that gets our body to be in a calmer state. And just find what best works for you. You can obviously use some guided meditations in the morning or different parts during your day, but be very intentional of which ones you're picking that can help kind of allow your focus to be on track. The other tip you can start with is visualization practice and using meditation for visualization. So imagine yourself going through a game or an activity with precision and clarity and focusing on the intentionality that you're working on in that aspect. You want to see yourself making the plays or doing the task and feeling really calm and focused. Utilizing meditation with visualization is especially powerful when we can combine that into the physical play because it's priming your brain for the actual practice. And my one tip here is when we're visualizing, we always want to end a visualization on a positive image. We want to see yourself completing the task successfully. So if your brain ever wanders and you tend to visualize maybe a mistake, just run through what would you do next if that were to happen, and then bring yourself back into ending that visualization with a positive image. And so this is a great tool for you to also start practicing very intentional meditation practice with imagery and performance goals. Fourth is body scan. I already mentioned this one a lot, but I love the body scan. This is so good for recovery. And so if you've done your journaling and reflective practice, and then you're just going to lie down, maybe, you're closing your eyes, maybe you're getting some treatment done. This just allows you to just kind of take your deep breath in and focus on each body part from head to toe, releasing the tension. And it really can help you just relax after that workout. And like we already talked about, enhance your recovery process and it improves sleep. And it just allows you to just let that stress release from your body. There's so much power with meditating and releasing the physical tension out of our body. Now, my last one, maybe my favorite when it comes to meditation. Clearly, I got a lot and I love this. And I know so many people are hesitant to try because they feel like they can't quiet their mind or they don't really believe in it, but they're not sure if they're going to see the benefits. But let me tell you, seeking stillness. This is my favorite, is when you can meditate in the chaos around you. Can you seek stillness to allow yourself to focus on your breath? Notice your thoughts. Notice your feelings, the emotions that are building up in your heart pre-game when there's energy around you and the stands are crazy. And can you feel the emotion that's going to allow you to perform your best? And in that chaos, can you ground yourself? And it feels like you're pausing time around you. It's like you're in the matrix, or you're in this moment where everything around you is loud, it's chaotic, things are happening. But in that place, you have slowed down time. Your body is calm and you can focus on the breath and put into your mind what you intend to do. And then when you go back to engage in the day-to-day tasks, you have given yourself this mental reset of freedom and confidence and clarity because you just sought silence. You were seeking stillness in a chaotic place that allowed you to have so much more control. And it's my favorite thing to do is just kind of sit and be present while the world is so active around me. Because when I choose to go back into that place, like I am that much freer and calmer and I have such better decision making. So I challenge you to work through these things of meditation. This mental cheat code of meditation, the key is consistency. Treat it like any other practice and workout. The more you do it, the more benefits you'll see. But a lot of us are so hesitant to try because they're afraid they're not going to get it right or they're not going to be able to do it. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you got it. Just set a timer and do it and practice it. Figure out what works for you before you go to sleep at night, maybe in the morning. I love to challenge my athletes, like when they're sitting in their car before they get out and go engage in a practice. But the choice is yours with how you want to navigate. I really love this mental cheat code. It's going to be a game changer and the benefits will show up. So if you're looking to add a powerful new mental cheat code to elevate your game, consider giving meditation a try. It doesn't require any special equipment. You don't need hours on end to make it effective. And it's really available anywhere and everywhere, no matter the skill level that you're at. Start small, build the habit, make it consistent, and see how this can unlock a new performance gain for you. Meditation is the ultimate mental cheat code, one that will sharpen your focus, manage your stress, and boost recovery. And who doesn't want that sort of mental edge? So thanks for tuning in to the highs and lows of X's and O's. I hope you'll give meditation a shot and let me know what works for you. Thank you for joining us this week on the highs and lows of X's and O's. I hope today's episode has equipped you with another mental cheat code to help you navigate your own highs and lows in pursuit of your success. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a review wherever you get your podcasts. We'd love to hear your thoughts, and we'd love to hear what you'd like to hear next. Until next time, stay curious, compassionate, and courageous.